Good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Patterson, New York. I don't know about where you are. It's a little nippy. The temperature has dropped a little bit, but it's supposed to warm up in the 50s, sunshine. You know, what's not to like? What I have today to smoke is a 1502. It is the XO. It is the aged 18 years. It is the Solomon. This cigar is a treat. It is so good. This was gifted to me. This is it's not a horribly expensive cigar, but it has a nice price on it. And also, Enrique Sanchez is the owner of 1502. I've met him on several occasions. He's a delightful man, and he came with his team not too long ago. Ron Melendi, who is also my rep for Dietrich Story Cigars, and then they had hired someone new, and his name was Jamie, and I got to meet them. It was a great evening. Anyway, this is a great stick. If you've not heard of 1502, you should try it. They have the white, ruby, emerald, sapphire, black gold. They have XO. They have an anniversary one. They have 3 different kinds in the white. The white, even though it's a Connecticut, is a delicious, flavorful cigar. But today, I'm going to smoke this one. And since I've smoked it before, I know how good this is going to be. It's so funny. This cigar, has the Solomon tip on it. And one night, I had a couple of young kids come into the other lounge. I say kids; they're probably in the late 20s. And to smoke a cigar, and we had another Solomon. It wasn't the XO, and so I recommended that one, and so they got it, and I asked if they wanted help cutting it and lighting it, and they said, no, we know what to do. I said, okay, that's fine. I was just offering. They smoked them upside down. Oh, I tried. I didn't laugh, but it was funny. It was funny. Oh, me. Today I want to tell you a story about the New York subway. What a great stick to start the day with. The New York subway offers many things to experience. And honestly, some of them aren't pleasant at all. It can be quite violent. You get to observe people using it as their restroom. You get to observe people using it as their bed. You get to observe all kinds of characters, the way they dress with their dogs and bags, and it's a great people watching place if that's what you enjoy. It's also a place to observe human behavior and seeing how people do things to get attention, or maybe they do something and they don't really know that they're getting attention. One morning I was on my way to work from Harlem on the subway, and unless you've experienced that type of transportation, you may not understand the angst of running down the steps. You see your train, the doors are open, and you are running with everything you've got to try to get through those doors before they close. And a lot of times it's just heartbreak. You try everything, and just as you get there, the doors close, you have to wait for the next train. And sometimes another train is right behind that one. Other times you gotta wait 10 minutes or so. And New York is a place where you can easily get behind time and for appointments just because of subways. So I was sitting on the train, the doors were opening, we'd made several stops, and this woman, I'm gonna say she was late 20s, maybe early 30s, I don't know, but she wasn't young and she wasn't old. And so she comes running, and normally when people are running to get on the subway before the doors close, they do a running leap, you know, one leg out in front of the other, like the running track. This woman didn't do that. And she did one of these jumps, flat-footed jump from the platform to the train, and just as she landed in the train car, the doors closed. And she landed with her knees bent, and she was kind of bent over like you would from the balance beam, you know. She landed like that, and then she straightened up. I mean, it was a spectacular save of getting through the subway doors before they closed. And if you've done that enough, you know that feeling. I mean, it's like, I won today. And so she did that, and she came up from her bent over stance of landing flat-footed, and she stood up straight, and she kind of looked around, you know, to see if anybody noticed this spectacular feat she had just accomplished. And I just looked at her, and I was watching her as she wasn't looking for attention. She just, you know, you just kind of wonder, I just did something spectacular. Did anybody see this? Can I prove it? So when her eyes kind of got around to me, I looked at her and I said, I would give it a solid 10. When I said that, this woman straightened to her full height and just beamed. It was like I awarded her the gold medal for the day. And I really thought she deserved it based on what it's like trying to catch a New York subway. And I sat there and realized, you know what? We just made her day. Her doing that, making it into the subway, and someone acknowledging what she did, you could just tell it gave her energy that strengthened her whole body, changed her countenance. And frankly, it did mine too. Seeing her accomplish that, but being able to tell her, I witnessed what you did, I would give it a solid 10. You know, sometimes in life, that's all we need. Just somebody to notice, even if we're having hard times. I can remember when I started renting a room from Bobby, the drummer in my band. I was working 4 jobs, 7 days a week. I was there 2.5 years. And maybe 4 times in those 2.5 years, Bobby would say, girl, I see you getting up at 2 o'clock working hard. Good for you. It was a sentence said maybe 4 times in 2.5 years. But that sentence, the fact that there was somebody who was knowing, watching, and noticing what I was doing would give me strength to go on a little longer. So today, maybe when you're out, people watching, observing life, or just going about your day, maybe you can offer just a sentence to someone struggling. Maybe you can let someone know, you didn't know if anybody saw that, but I saw it. Solid 10. I hope you have a great day. Also, I'm the lady with the cigar, and as always, I'm sending love.